Well, a federal judge in New York has denied the Justice Department's request to unseal grand jury testimony in the case of convicted sex offender Jeffrey Epstein. In the 14-page decision, the judge writes that the documents contain testimony from just a single FBI agent and says the government's, quote, 100,000 pages of Epstein files and material dwarf the 70-odd pages of Epstein grand jury materials. CBS News correspondent Natalie Brand is at the White House with more on this. Natalie, good morning. So can you explain the judge's decision to not release this testimony and what's been the reaction so far?
That would punish lawmakers being absent.
Judge Richard Berman says that the DOJ just did not show special circumstances would justify the rare unsealing of grand jury materials, which is kept secret, as you know. And he points out that the material relies, as you noted, on one FBI agent who he says was mostly hearsay based on other victim statements. And he also says that the information contained in these transcripts, quotes, pales in comparison to the Epstein investigation materials in the hands of the Department of Justice. He writes the government is the logical party to make comprehensive disclosure to the public. He says this instant grand jury motion, which, as you know, was made a few weeks ago, appears to be, quote, a diversion from the breadth and scope of the Epstein files in the government's possession. Judge Berman also notes that another reason that he decided not to unseal is possible threats to victim privacy and safety. And while we do not have a statement yet, or the DOJ declining to comment, we do have some new reaction from the family of Virginia Roberts Giuffre, one of the most outspoken accusers who died by suicide earlier this year. Her family says that they applaud the judge's decision here, agrees that it's a diversion, distracting from what they say is also the vast scope of files in the government's possession. And in a statement, they say it's our strong belief that Ghislaine Maxwell, co-conspirator, and Jeffrey Epstein did not act alone. They are calling for full transparency from the administration and insist that the DOJ release all documents related to the case, Michael.
All right, Natalie Brand at the White House. Thank you.